Hey, what is going on? My name is Spencer O'Gallagher. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. If you are new here, this is a place where I typically like to explore different concepts around self-empowerment, self-actualization, and developing tools for your confidence so that we could go through the world in a more refined, focused, and authentic way, something that is true to us and turns our crank in this world. However, today's video, I don't have any specific spiel to go on. These are one of Spencer's many little esoteric tangents. Roll with me or hop off the video. I could care less. And what I want to discuss is gratitude, but not the way I often hear it discussed. I find gratitude so strange. I'm in a lot of these woo-woo circles, and I love these circles. I don't intend to pass too much judgment in calling them woo-woo circles, but I'm in a lot of these amazing, precious containers with other human beings where there's a lot of love and listening and tender, loving awareness for everyone in the group, whether it be online or in person or just different communities that I'm so grateful to be a part of. And occasionally this conversation of gratitude comes up, and it's kind of like, raise your hand, suggest what is your gratitude practice. And people have, and I imagine even maybe you have, these activities where it's like, wake up in the morning, the 5-minute gratitude journal, or the list 3, list 6, list 9, list 12 things I'm grateful for. Free flow. I'm grateful for the color blue. I'm grateful for the crunchy snow under my feet. I'm grateful for this iPhone in my hand. I'm grateful for the 3 trees just beyonder. I am so grateful. Look at me go. Woohoo. Frankly, there's probably nothing wrong with those activities. Way better than nothing, right? Because if you look at most people who are stuck in their humdrum of the echo chambers of misery, to have a little bit of a few reps a day of a gratitude exercise, no matter what the nature of the gratitude exercise be, I think we're doing much better. But my assumption is that people who watch my channel and who stay on videos 2 minutes in are the kind of people who want a little more. You want to sink your teeth a little deeper, and that's cool because that's me. So we're already a good fit. In these activities where we start to discuss our different gratitude activities, and then we even do it together as a group, make a list, check it twice. I'm grateful for my shoelaces being tied. When we do these activities, I play along out of respect for the container, for the love of the group. We're all going with it. I'm not going to be the one person butthurt about, like, I don't resonate with your gratitude activity. That's nonsense. I don't condone that at all. I believe respecting a container, so long as it is useful to you and you're showing up, that's your choice. But I guess where I find myself totally unplugging is that, when the question gets asked, like, think of your gratitude exercise, I think, I don't know what the fuck you people are on, but my gratitude exercise is like, holy shit, like tripping out about the fact that here I am, I'm alive, it is fucking crazy, it is fucking weird, this world is really absurd and painful and difficult and challenging, and yet we still can make choices to be grateful at the end of the day, at the end of all of it, in face of all adversity, challenges, heartbreak, destruction, war, murder, death. I wasn't prepared to really open that up into a safe, beautiful container of lovely human beings expressing different gratitude activities. Not that they couldn't handle it, but the tone clearly wasn't there for it. But I remember sitting, and I'm just referencing one moment in particular because it was most recent to me. I remember sitting and just kind of feeling silent, like, my gratitude activity? I've been through it before on my channel. My gratitude activity is the checking your mortality meditation. And now more than ever is it that, as this is the time, I consider this almost like a new year. Not to sound like I'm packaging people's fucking deaths into some new year, new me sentiment. I don't feel that way. I'm sorry if my language fails to demonstrate that, but it is like a new year. It's a restart. It's a reminder we're here this week. And November to me is the recognizing of mortality. To me, this is the anniversary of many people who have passed away. It's the anniversary of a lot of things. And I'm just walking around trying to get my steps in out of respect for my fitness game. Yet here I am walking around and I'm like falling to pieces in and out of tears, just being grateful. But my approach to feeling grateful doesn't feel that good. And I don't think I could sell it as a 5-minute journal. Like, hey, we're gonna list all the terrible, horrific, heartbreaking events that have ever happened around you to people you love, people you've witnessed, people you've held space for. We're gonna list them, check it twice, and be grateful for them. I don't think I could ever really turn a fancy profit and sell this at Indigo or one of the major bookstores in North America. This is my gratitude activity. It's recognizing, oh my God, I'm fucking alive. And that's not even cool. It's not even cool. Like, it is cool. Obviously, on this channel, I talk a lot about, like, adopting the frame that this life is cool, even though it's gonna end. But it's like, it's really confusing. It's really weird. It's kind of cold out. There are a lot of things to be on edge about here. Standing in this park crying. Anyway, that dog can walk by in any second, and that's just gonna be my interaction in this moment. I'm open to it. I'm grateful for it. But this is my activity. It's the checking your mortality activity, where it's like, I don't need to make a humdrum list, a laundry list of these items I'm grateful for. Not to say it wouldn't serve me. I'm sure it would. Maybe I'd be less of a bitch. But for me, it's these moments where you stop. You really stop. Like, you put the distractions away. You really stop. I like to put on music. Whatever. It's a tone. It's a mood. You don't have to, but I like to put on music and just ease into the moment and really come alive. Because you are alive. If you're watching this, I presume you're alive. And really come alive and recognize, like, oh, you're here. Checking your mortality. What do? You come alive in this moment through the perspective of someone else. Channel them. Someone who has passed away. Someone you know of. A friend of a friend. Maybe you're one of your parents, grandparents, whoever. Someone who you, in your judgment, whatever this means, in your judgment, someone who has had their life ended too soon. Someone who had their life shortened. Some people, it seems like they die just when they need to die. Some people, some creatures. But there are tons of people where it's like, when we look at their outcomes, we think, that's not fair. That's not fair. Now, whatever that means, I don't know. That's a whole other debate around the mortality conversation. That's not fair, dying too soon. There's a lot of debate around that, but I'm not going into that. I don't care. I'm talking to you, the person, and I'm saying, it's about channeling someone in your mind, whoever it is in your wild imagination, who has had their life shortened, and waking up into this moment where you are right now, or where you plan to be 5 minutes from now when you're alone off of this annoying rant of mine. Thanks for being here. And bringing them into the moment with you, and seeing the moment with those fresh eyes, that renewed, resolved perspective. The one of someone who has come back. Not someone who's been birthed into this place for the first time. The one of someone who's come back, who might have a longing for the humdrum moment that you're in right now, the one that you're taking for granted, that I often, of course, take for granted all the time. That's why I have this ongoing gratitude exercise. That's it. You've heard me say it time and time again before and again to come, whatever. And I look forward to continue talking about it, because this is my gratitude practice. I don't plan to sell it as a laundry list gratitude journal. It's not meant for that. It won't turn a profit. It's not easy. It's not fun. It's not going to guarantee. Here's the problem. I'm not even coming to you saying this activity will guarantee you riches, or the best shape of your life, or the best relationships, the hottest hookups, the most adventures that you could ever imagine. No, not necessarily, but this activity will remind you what you have. Checking your mortality is a moment to check your privilege, in a sense. It's a moment to check in with yourself and realize what you have. I have so much. So much. Dude, so much. And when I think of these people who had their lives shortened, damn, I just think, like, oh, if they had one day in my body, I'm sure they'd go crazy. They would do everything that I should be doing every day, to a point. And this activity really keeps me grounded, keeps me intact and in tune with that love and that flowing of energy, and recognizing of my privilege to be here right now. That is a little refresher on the Checking Your Mortality meditation on major bookstore shelves coming to you this Christmas. Buy it. Just kidding. Just go in a corner and cry. That's what I do. It's actually a beautiful thing. And I'd be curious, this is the end of the video, I'd be curious to anyone if you have any questions, comments, concerns, thoughts, anything at all in response to this. This for me is me really opening my heart to my audience. This is me when it's like, I love sharing content of all different sorts on my channel, right? The self-development, self-empowerment, developing tools for your confidence. But every now and then, for me, to stay motivated, what's important for me is to really like render my heart vulnerable in front of you, with you. That's more so my calling. That's more real to me. So yeah, anything at all, drop in the comments below. If you aggressively disagree with this video, drop in the comments below. I read and reply to every single one of them, and I will read and reply to all of whoever you are writing comments. I would love to hear from you. Thank you for watching. Hit the like if you've enjoyed this video, and hit subscribe for all kinds of rants like this. I'm gonna go wipe these tears on my face and probably get back to what I was doing. So, see ya.